Alright guys, day 7 at the Asian Championships. We just had the first session of the day. It was, well actually Saudi Arabia turned up, and interestingly, I noticed not just with the Saudi guys, but with a lot of athletes who competed yesterday, they're all in here this morning. So we've seen some Vietnamese athletes, some Indonesian athletes, and the Saudi boys, the 55 kilo Mansour, the 61 kilo Siraj, just getting in some light pulls. Then also the heaviest Saudi boys came in, 270 kilos in the back squat, so just a hair under 600 pounds. Eduard Andruskovic, head coach, looking extra drippy in his Saudi tracksuit, which we're going to try and get a hold of. They gave us one last time. Well, they gave Nick one, he's holding the camera. I never got a Saudi tracksuit, so I'm desperately trying to, side up with Eduard to see what I can do there. And then we just had a session with Rahmat Owen Abdullah, the Indonesian 73 kilo world champion. He was in there training with his dad. He's actually one day out, and he did a 180 kilo snatch pull for a couple of singles, which I guess is, in fact we can ask Max, why would you go above your 1 rep max snatch? Max is here, everybody's favorite commentator, second favorite commentator. Why would you go above his 1 rep max snatch one day out for a pull?
That's interesting. Maybe it's a potentiation kind of thing, like you hit that and it feels a little bit lighter. There's some definite different odd kind of strategies, like lots of pulling and lots of really heavy pulling right before the meet.
Yeah, it's very different to the European Championship, and I imagine it's very different probably to the Pan American Championship.
For sure, yeah.
Where you've got that slightly longer board as well. Like on the other side of the spectrum, we have someone like Lesman, who we just saw train then, and he did actually do some pulls, but he squats regularly because I guess that's the weakness that he needs to work on. Unlike a lot of these differently built athletes who need to work on their pulling strength.
He was doing a lot of different stuff though. He did and board, both doing push presses, muscle snatch. Yeah. We just saw Lesman he did a bunch of pulls, up to 160.
No, he started with front squat. It was his snatch day, so obviously he started with front squats. He did 200 kilos for 210?
210, I think.
Yeah. 210 for 2 triples, and they actually moved pretty quick. They were touch and go.
Yeah, they look good.
I was quite impressed with that. And then he did snatch high pulls up to 160 kilos, really high.
Yeah.
And then it's he transitioned that into a lighter muscle snatch up to 110.
Yeah, he stripped it down, right?
Stripped it down, all the way down.
Snatched up.
Yeah.
And then he power snatched doubles up
to 150.
And then did a triple to finish.
And then did a triple. I thought he was going to do a set of 4 for that.
Yeah.
I thought it was a new, a wave system. Yeah.
But then finally he stripped it all down and did 55 kilo side bends with just the bar.
We've seen him do this a few times actually.
Yeah.
It's his favorite oblique exercise.
Yeah.
All the while with some fire music going.
Yeah, it's an interesting regime. A very CrossFit, slow CrossFit-esque type. Lots of odd things at odd times, but
but Lesman competes in 4 days time. I don't know where we are. And he's actually in way better shape than I thought he was going to be in. We know that he snatched. I'm not allowed to say what he snatched.
Snatched a lot.
Yeah,
we know he snatched a lot.
He snatched more than we thought he was snatching at the moment, but we're not allowed to say it, unfortunately. So he's in really good shape, which is exciting. There's actually some speculation from the guy who's the head coach that he's going to clean and jerk a personal best as well, which I don't know. He's just not a clean and jerker so much because he's a snatch specialist, but maybe he will. His front squats did look pretty good, so hopefully I think it comes down to the jerk. That's probably why he's been doing so much push press as well recently, strict press as well. And then also we saw Gore, who did a couple clean and jerks at 200 kilos. He did some very light snatches, but 200 kilo clean and jerks. But I was actually watching him doing his clean pulls today at, I don't know what it was, 240, something like that. And just seeing how far over the bar he gets compared to other athletes. We were talking during the commentary about how early some athletes are putting their shoulders back. They end up missing the bar. He stays over so late, and it just got me thinking there was that video of the Ukrainian. He was originally in 94, then he went to 105. He's got a training app. Chumak, yeah. The poor man's weightlifting AI, if you will.
Yeah, the very poor man's
AI. He did a video with the Olympics where he did a mid-thigh pull test to see how he could do. And he did too much, and he lifted the machine up, so they had to add weight to it. I would love to see Gore do that. Yeah, because his position, his strength over here is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing he makes the lifts though, because the bar is this far from his thighs.
It's out here. Yeah.
So far out. If he brought that bar in, every centimeter he bring it in, he could add 5 kilos.
Yeah, probably could.
He probably could snatch 240 if the bar was even close to his thigh.
300 kilo incoming. That'd be pretty cool. So I think that's everything from that session. We just saw Miso walked in. I just airdropped him a sort of like a promotional video saying you can watch me at Weightlifting House, so I think he's going to post that, which is good. We've got a few of those coming out soon for different athletes. So I think Chen Wenhui just turned up as well, the 71 kilo athlete. He's going to have to battle out against the new Chinese lifter. That's in a couple of days. And then we've got the men's, well first we've got the women's 64s.
Right.
I actually need to check out the start list on that one. But
That's
we have
a small session.
6 athletes.
Yeah, very short.
Got the Vietnamese lady we've been filming quite a lot.
Yeah, that's exciting. And then the session I've been most looking forward to, maybe the whole competition, the men's 73s.
Yeah.
We have the world champion, the 67s, Dostan Yakubov, who's moved up. Our boy Rizky Junior, who is in unbelievable shape.
Yeah.
Said he could clean jerk 205, or has done in training. I mean, who knows what he's going to do? He may only just go up to like 190 if he needs it, or he's going to go for something massive, I don't know. And then of course there's the Chinese guy who front squat is 210 for a pause. So like the depth in this field, and there are other athletes in there who are all capable of going like 150, 190, maybe 190, 150, 185-ish. It's a very stacked field. So
a few over 90, I think.
Yeah, which would be amazing. And then of course tomorrow 81 just gets even more exciting at that point. So yeah, we're gonna have to get some food in a few minutes and head over to the venue because the session actually starts in like an hour and a half. So we better get moving. Really exciting competitions again today. Not quite what we expected, but just as exciting and interesting. If you know, you know. If you don't, you'll have to check it out and see. But really fun day of competition. Tomorrow, of course, we have the men's 81s, which are going to be unreal, and then the women's 71s. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a look at all the content that Nick filmed in the training hall today and kind of give you my thoughts on it. Okay, we've got Reza Dadar, the Iranian squat jerker, with 120. That Iranian hop forward is a menace. It happened actually today in the women's 64s, the Iranian girls jumping forward a bit. Reza's got a nice little hop forward too. 160. That looked easy. So is he going in at 109 or 102?
109.
109.
Razul, I think, yeah.
Oh, with Razul, yeah. Who apparently is going to go heavy tomorrow. That's 40, 50. 40, 50, 65. This is 170. This is actually a very big lift. Let's see what he does here. I think him and Razul might have a good battle. Razul, obviously the world champion, the 102s, bumped up for this. But he'll have to drop down for the Olympics, so probably only very temporary. That's a really nice lift. That looks brilliant. And the Iranians only just turned up. They've been here for like a day. There's Saeed Al Husseini, a man that's probably muscle snatched that, in all honesty. Okay, 40, 60, 200. I want to say that Reza Dadar's best clean and jerk is like something like 219 or 218 or something like that. Wow. It's just so like the change of direction in that dip and drive is so unreal. Oh, 205. Suddenly thought that was like 215. He's definitely getting pushed forward, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, if he's going to miss, it's going to be because the bar goes out in front. 220. Yeah, I saw Massive Chatre, the 89, who I've known for quite a while. Bumped into him in the hotel. He actually took me to his room, gave me some Turkish treats, which is very nice. That's not a euphemism. He gave me some actual like food from Turkey, where he now lives. But he mentioned that they'd squatted relatively heavy. He said that he did like I think he said he did a 160 snatch and then a 240 back squat maybe with the help of coach, he said. Which by the looks of it means with the help of Ali Husseini. So that's 260. They don't have the strongest legs. Like when you compare them to like, you know, we just watched a video of Akbar and Jurayev hitting a 250 front squat. Obviously he weighs like 125 now, but even so. Razul doing some air squats. He, from what I heard, he didn't go that heavy today. Apparently he's going to go heavier tomorrow. So just interested to see what he does do. It's weird that I feel like the turnaround of Iranian lifters happened very suddenly. We've lost like Ali Hashemi. He was a 2-time world champion in the 102s, and then it's like, where is he now? He's just gone. Well, actually, sorry, 105s. 140 power snatch. That looks really good. Obviously, Rostami jumped off. Sarab's gone. 170 pulls. Nice, nice. Yeah, the Iranian team is just changing. It's very strange. 225 here. With a 170 clean and jerk by Masood in the background. He told me that was the most he's clean and jerked. He said he just did like a 160, 170 day, which is really bizarre, but he's definitely much more of a snatch kind of guy. Oh, this is Masood here, is it? What is that?
Yeah, 160, I think.
Oh yeah, there's 2 reds. That looked pretty good. He did have straps on. So we'll have to see what he can do in competition. I saw him here at the hotel as well. 155. He's going to compete at 89, I think.
Yeah. I think they could be in contention for some medals in the 89s.
Yeah, potentially so.
The 89 from Turkmenistan was in the same session because that was quite
really
interesting
good.
Watching.
Yeah, he's very tall. Nice little cut there he did with Toychev. What's that, 190? To be fair,
170.
Toychev has
170, 190 for him today.
Okay. He's lost a lot of strength.
Yeah.
Like he used to be a 200, 245 type of lifter. Lu Delin loves to wave at us. Pulls his ab fat down to reveal the goods. Does his top say boy?
Yeah, it just says boy.
Boy! Alright. So he just has the weirdest training. The jumps that he takes. 90 to 120, 120 to 140 apparently. Just the amount of practice that he gets into the with reps is so low. I would say that looks better than any 140 we've seen from him so far. The most we've seen from him is 150, isn't it? So this is going to match that. He did that on the first day that he arrived. He's going to do that again now. Interested to see what sort of shape. That was much better. So much better than anything he'd done before. I feel like when the 150 looks like that, you sort of think he might be able to open up at 160, something like that. 140. Did he do 70, 110, 140? Did he just add the plates on? Because it's red, blue, yellow. It's probably what he did. And then he just stuck another yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 140, 170. That looks... It's not the tidiest of jerks, is it? But it looks fine. I mean, realistically. So he competes tomorrow. I think he's definitely going to open up in the sort of 60 range, something like that. Peng Cuiting again. It's like all they do is the snatch. It's like all they're trying to do at this competition is break snatch world records, and that's about it. They snatch regularly. They snatch pull and they squat. They barely clean and jerk. What was that anyway? That was 125. Oh, that's the world record. That's the world record, 125. No, the world record's 124, but she clearly wants 125. So that's really interesting to see her pull on it, just to see what it's like. She competes 2 days out from this. Did she just look at you there?
Yeah,
she did when she put the double collars on.
Her and Lu are very fun to film.
Yeah, they are.
They both interact with the camera quite a bit.
So that was a 135 front squat, which is a little bit less than we've seen a clean and jerk, but exciting about the 125. Then we've got Miso for his second session of the day. I can't remember what he did this morning.
He just came in and
just stretched.
stretching.
Yeah. So he said to me that he was going to squat tomorrow, which is Wednesday, then have 2 very light days, Thursday, Friday, then compete on the Saturday. That 195 looks fine.
Yeah.
And then he does this all the time where he does super heavy overloaded pulls from mid-thigh. That is 160, 90, 230, 50, 85. That's ridiculous. Even Lasher doesn't do that. 285 kilos. This guy's looking thick, by the way. Looking really strong. Taipei Super, one of 2 Taipei Supers. That's it, that's the training session of today. Another exciting day. Competition was very cool. Again, like I said, it was not what we expected. In fact, I think we might put up that 73 kilo session on YouTube so you can check that one out. Tomorrow though is where it gets exciting. 81 kilo category. We've got Lu Delin, and then we've got the 71 kilo category where we have arguably my favorite athlete from the whole competition, Chen Wenhui from Taipei is going to be lifting. Hopefully we see her go somewhere over 100, somewhere over 130 as well. But she's going to get pushed by the new Chinese athlete, not Peng Cuiting, who's going to hit that world record, we hope, the day after tomorrow. But the other Chinese lifter, whose name I don't even know, I barely know her. But I know they're going to have a good battle because they're within 5 kilos of each other on the entry total, and I think the 2 of them are quite a way above everyone else, so that's where the battle's going to lie. So that whole competition is available at Weightlifting House. Obviously, you can check that out there. Let's talk a little bit about those 2 sessions today. Okay, so we saw the women's 64 kilo category, which was actually the first session we've had. Max and I were talking about this on on the live stream during the commentary, that this is the only session where there's been like a runaway winner. You sort of knew before the competition, this is the person that's going to win. It's the Vietnamese lifter, the Vietnamese 54, Pham Tan. We just kind of knew, based on her entry total, based on the best lifts that she's hit in the past. So she's done a 126 clean and jerk, she's done a 104 in competition. Bear in mind, the winning snatch at the Olympic Games was 105. So she's like way up there as one of the top 64s. And she took it easy. She just did everything she needed. She made 5 kilo jumps, 90, 95, 100. Really nice save on the 100 actually. She had to rock back and forward a little bit. I put a cool video of that up that you can check out. So she ended up taking the gold. Like, it wasn't that much of a difficulty for her, to be honest. And then the men's 73s, this is a real spoiler, so if you don't want to know, if you want to watch it, then watch it. Don't listen to me now, it's not worth it, because it's a fun one. So I actually snuck into the back room before the competition to set a GoPro down so I could film all of Rizky's warm-ups, because I knew that he was wanted to hit something relatively decent. He's the junior world record holder in the snatch, clean jerk and total, 157, 194. He's hit 197 in competition as a very light 81. He weighed 76 when he did it. So we thought maybe this is going to be the one. Maybe he's going to go for it. The Chinese athlete ended up snatching 143, maybe something like that. Then Rizky opened at, I think it was 47, easy, 52, easy, and he went for 50. I guess he went for 158 because he went for a new junior world record, and it was close, but he didn't make it. But still, he had I think it was a 9 kilo lead. He had 43 to 52. He had a 9 kilo lead. All of the clean and jerks happened. The Chinese athlete fought for it. The Saudi athlete, we got backflip after the snatch and a backflip after the clean and jerk, which is very good. His backflipping ability may be better than anything. Made a quick video of it, and then I saw him after the competition, went over and I sent him it. So I think he's posted that as well. He was very excited. But then everything was done. 3 attempts remained, all of them for Rizky. He'd set himself up perfectly to go for a new junior world record at 195. He was going to go 86, 91, 95. That was the plan. The plan all along. 186, not the nicest clean. Had to double bounce it. Got up with it, missed the jerk. Second attempt, we just lost battery. We had to redo that. Rizky, again, cleaned it nicer, missed the jerk. Oh, and then the pressure was on. I felt so bad watching it. It was horrible. He's such a nice kid. 19 years old. He's got all the talent in the world. He'd done 205 in training, ridiculous numbers. And he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it, which meant that our boy Dostan Yakubov won, which was really nice, because we like Dostan. He's a world champion in 67s, top dog, good guy from Uzbekistan. And then also it meant that Nafal, the Saudi guy.
It's another Saudi boy.
Yeah, we like him. Yeah, that's 3 medals for the Saudis. I'm very excited for them. It meant that he ended up getting the bronze. He was happy, and the Saudi fans went mental. But yeah, sad time for a boy, Rizky. But he'll come back. He'll come back to fight another day. No doubt he'll be there at the World Championships to go up against Shi Ziyong finally. But you know, he's gonna have to do a lot of work if he wants to even come close to beating Shi. You know, he can hit. He's hit 194 in competition at 73, so it's not like he can't do it. Today just wasn't his day. That's fine. But he's got a long way if he wants to recreate that every single time, especially with the snatch. Like, he's got to be snatching into the 60s. But who knows? You know, maybe we hyped him up too hard. I don't know. But we'll get the one day, I'm sure. We'll get the one day. Maybe not to the top, but maybe to number 2. We'll see. Anyway, tomorrow, big sessions, 81 kilo men's and 71 kilo women's. So you know what to do. Put a link to it all down below. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.